Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something powerful: how to build genuine connection and influence with any woman, based on the expert insights of Dr. Laura Berman. If you've ever wondered how to be more confident, emotionally intelligent, and truly magnetic in your relationships, this video is for you. I'm going to share 20 actionable points that will help you create meaningful connections, not through control or tricks, but through respect, understanding, and authentic presence. Let's get right into it. Number 1, be authentically confident. True confidence doesn't come from trying to be someone else or putting on a facade. It comes from fully accepting yourself, your strengths, your imperfections, and everything that makes you unique. When you embrace who you really are, your confidence becomes natural and genuine. People can sense authenticity, and it's much more powerful than any fake bravado. Authentic confidence means showing up as yourself, even if that means being vulnerable sometimes. It's about trusting your own worth without needing validation from others. Number 2, listen to understand, not just to respond. In conversations, it's easy to focus on what you're going to say next. But truly effective communication happens when you listen with the goal of understanding the other person's perspective deeply. This means giving your full attention, avoiding interruptions, and really processing what they're saying. When you listen this way, you build emotional intimacy and trust because the other person feels heard and valued. It shifts the conversation from just exchanging words to creating a meaningful connection. Number 3, master your emotions. One of the most powerful traits a person can develop is emotional mastery. This means being able to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions instead of letting them control your actions. A man who stays calm and grounded, even when situations get tough, naturally earns respect from others. It doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Rather, it's about developing self-awareness so you can acknowledge what you're feeling without being overwhelmed by it. When you're able to maintain your composure under pressure, you're better equipped to think clearly and make smart decisions. This level-headedness shows maturity and strength, qualities that inspire confidence in those around you. Over time, mastering your emotions also helps you communicate more effectively and avoid unnecessary conflict because you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. In short, emotional mastery is a foundation for leadership, trust, and healthy relationships. Number 4, speak with purpose. The way you communicate speaks volumes about who you are, and speaking with purpose is key to making a strong impact. When you speak thoughtfully, honestly, and clearly, your words carry weight. This means avoiding filler phrases or speaking just to fill silence. Instead, be intentional. Choose words that reflect your true thoughts and feelings. Purposeful speech requires you to think before you talk. Consider what you want to say and why it matters. When people notice that your words are meaningful and sincere, they are more likely to listen and respect your point of view. This kind of communication also reduces misunderstandings because clarity and honesty make your message easy to follow. Whether you're in a conversation, giving feedback, or expressing your needs, speaking with purpose builds credibility and influence. It helps you connect on a deeper level and fosters trust, which is essential for both personal and professional success. Number 5, respect her autonomy. True connection isn't about control or ownership, it's about freedom and mutual respect. Respecting her autonomy means recognizing that she is her own person with her own thoughts, feelings, and decisions. It means trusting her judgment and supporting her independence rather than trying to limit or influence her choices. When you respect her autonomy, you create a relationship built on equality and trust. This respect allows both of you to grow individually while still being deeply connected. It also fosters an environment where honesty and vulnerability can flourish because neither person feels trapped or pressured. Autonomy is essential for a healthy relationship. When both partners feel free to be themselves, the connection becomes stronger, more authentic, and far more satisfying. Number 6. Be curious, not controlling. Curiosity is a mindset that opens the door to genuine understanding and emotional intimacy. Instead of trying to control or fix things, approach your relationship with a sincere desire to learn about her inner world. Ask meaningful questions that invite her to share her thoughts, feelings, and experiences without feeling judged or pressured. This kind of curiosity shows that you value her perspective and want to connect on a deeper level. It's important to listen actively and attentively, really hear what she's saying, rather than waiting for your turn to speak or jumping in with solutions. Being curious means allowing space for her to express herself fully and freely. This approach not only deepens your bond, but also encourages open communication, reduces conflict, and nurtures mutual respect. When you shift from controlling to curious, you build a relationship based on understanding, trust, and genuine care. Number 7. Live with passion. Living with passion means having a clear sense of purpose and enthusiasm for what you do. When you are genuinely excited about your goals, interests, or values, that energy naturally draws people toward you. Passion creates a magnetic presence because it shows you're fully engaged in life, not just going through the motions. It inspires others, fuels motivation, and adds meaning to your daily actions. Living with passion also helps you stay resilient during challenges because you're connected to something bigger than yourself. Whether it's your career, hobbies, or personal growth, having a strong life purpose gives your life direction and makes you stand out as someone worth knowing. Number 8. Take responsibility for your actions. Accountability is a cornerstone of trust and respect in any relationship. When you take responsibility for your words, choices, and mistakes, you show maturity and integrity. Owning up to your actions even when it's difficult builds credibility and reassures others that you are reliable and honest. It's tempting sometimes to deflect blame or avoid tough conversations, but true growth happens when you face your shortcomings head-on. Being accountable also means learning from your experiences and making conscious efforts to improve. This kind of honesty not only strengthens your relationships, but also boosts your self-respect and confidence. People are naturally attracted to those who stand by their commitments and take ownership of their lives. Number 9. Maintain healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries are essential for emotional well-being and personal growth. They are the invisible lines that define where your comfort zone begins and ends physically, emotionally, and mentally. Knowing your limits and communicating them clearly is a powerful form of self-respect. When you maintain healthy boundaries, you protect yourself from being overwhelmed, taken advantage of, or drained by others' demands. Boundaries allow you to prioritize your own needs and mental health while still being open and generous in your relationships. They create balance by making sure you give and receive respect equally. It's important to remember that setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for building relationships based on mutual understanding and care. When others see that you honor your own limits, they're more likely to respect yours and treat you accordingly. Ultimately, healthy boundaries foster trust, reduce resentment, and create an environment where everyone can thrive. Number 10. Express vulnerability wisely. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality, it's one of the greatest strengths you can show. Expressing vulnerability allows you to connect on a deeper emotional level, build trust, and foster intimacy. However, doing so wisely means being mindful about when, where, and with whom you open up. Not every situation or person deserves your deepest feelings right away. Sharing your vulnerabilities too soon or with the wrong people can lead to misunderstandings or emotional harm. Wise vulnerability involves reading the room, gauging trust, and balancing openness with self-protection. It's about revealing enough of yourself to be authentic, without exposing yourself to unnecessary risk. When you express vulnerability thoughtfully, you demonstrate courage and confidence. This invites others to do the same, creating a safe space where honest and meaningful connections can grow. It's a delicate balance, but mastering it leads to richer, more fulfilling relationships. Number 11. Show up consistently. Consistency is a powerful foundation for trust and connection. When you show up emotionally in a steady and reliable way, people begin to feel safe around you. Emotional consistency means being present, dependable, and authentic not just occasionally, but over time. It builds a sense of predictability that allows others to relax and open up without fear of sudden changes or disappointment. Whether it's keeping your promises, being attentive in conversations, or simply being there when it matters, consistency proves that you can be counted on. This reliability nurtures deeper bonds because people know they can trust you through ups and downs. Number 12. Value emotional safety over dominance. True influence and connection come not from trying to dominate or control, but from creating emotional safety. When people feel secure knowing they won't be judged, dismissed, or manipulated, they are more likely to open up and be authentic. Emotional safety encourages honest communication, vulnerability, and cooperation. Choosing emotional security over dominance means prioritizing respect and empathy rather than power or control. This approach builds genuine influence because it's based on trust and mutual care, not fear or obligation. When emotional safety is valued, relationships grow stronger, and your ability to inspire and lead becomes far more effective. Number 13. Understand female psychology. To build meaningful and lasting connections, it's important to understand how women often experience connection, emotions, and communication differently. Female psychology tends to emphasize emotional depth, empathy, and relational dynamics. Women often value feeling heard and understood on a deep level, so tuning into these emotional cues can make a huge difference. This doesn't mean assuming all women think the same way, but rather approaching relationships with curiosity and respect for these differences. Learning about how women process emotions and communicate helps you respond more thoughtfully and authentically. It allows you to create an environment where she feels safe, valued, and truly connected. Understanding these nuances deepens intimacy and strengthens the foundation of your relationship. Number 14. Invest in your growth. A man who continuously evolves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually stands out in any crowd. Investing in your personal growth means committing to becoming a better version of yourself, not just for others, but primarily for your own well-being and fulfillment. This could involve learning new skills, reflecting on your emotions, or exploring your beliefs and values. Growth shows that you're adaptable, self-aware, and resilient, qualities that are incredibly attractive. It also signals that you're willing to face challenges head-on and improve over time. When you prioritize your development, you naturally build confidence and inner strength, making you more magnetic and irresistible to those around you. Number 15. Use eye contact intentionally. Eye contact is a subtle yet incredibly powerful way to build genuine connection and demonstrate presence. When you make intentional eye contact, you're signaling to the other person that they have your full attention, that you're truly engaged in the interaction. This nonverbal cue creates an unspoken bond, fostering trust and emotional intimacy. It shows confidence and sincerity without saying a word. At the same time, it allows you to pick up on subtle emotional signals like hesitation, excitement, or vulnerability that might otherwise go unnoticed. However, the key is balance. Too little eye contact can make you seem disinterested or distracted, while too much can feel intense or overwhelming. Being mindful and natural in your gaze helps make your presence felt without causing discomfort. Practicing intentional eye contact helps deepen conversations and builds a stronger, more authentic connection. Number 16. Respect her opinions and voice. Respecting her opinions and voice is fundamental to building trust and lasting influence. True respect means actively listening to what she has to say, acknowledging her perspective, and valuing her right to express herself even when you don't agree. Dismissing, interrupting, or silencing her not only breaks down trust, but also damages the potential for real connection. When you honor her voice, you create a safe space where honest communication can flourish. This encourages openness and vulnerability, which are essential for deepening any relationship. Respect also involves being open-minded and empathetic, seeking to understand rather than simply waiting to respond. By prioritizing respect in your communication, you demonstrate maturity and integrity, and your influence becomes rooted in care and authenticity, rather than control or dominance. This kind of influence is sustainable and builds a strong foundation for collaboration, growth, and mutual support. Number 17. Be playful and lighthearted. Bringing humor and fun into your interactions is a powerful way to build memorable, emotional bonds. Playfulness breaks down barriers and eases tension, making both of you feel more relaxed and connected. When you don't take yourself too seriously and can laugh together, you create positive shared experiences that linger long after the moment ends. Humor also shows confidence and emotional intelligence. It signals that you're comfortable being yourself and able to bring joy to the relationship. Lightheartedness helps balance serious conversations and challenges, reminding both of you that connection can be joyful as well as meaningful. This playful energy creates a sense of warmth and approachability, deepening intimacy in a natural, effortless way. Number 18. Know when to lead and when to support. Emotional intelligence is key to understanding what's needed in each moment, whether it's taking the lead or stepping back to offer support. Leadership doesn't always mean being in control. Sometimes it means guiding with calm confidence, making decisions, or setting direction when it's needed. Other times, emotional maturity means listening, encouraging, and standing beside her without trying to take charge. Knowing when to lead and when to support shows that you're tuned into the dynamics of the relationship and respect her feelings and needs. This balance creates harmony and trust because it demonstrates flexibility and care. When you respond appropriately, whether by stepping up or stepping back, you strengthen your connection and foster a partnership built on mutual respect and understanding. Number 19. Keep your energy clean. The energy you carry into your interactions shapes not only how others perceive you, but also the quality of your relationships. If you come into a conversation or connection weighed down by unresolved bitterness, insecurity, or past disappointments, that negativity can silently influence the atmosphere, often in ways you don't even realize. People are highly sensitive to energy. They pick up on subtle emotional undercurrents, even if you don't say a word. Carrying emotional baggage without addressing it can create tension, mistrust, or distance. Keeping your energy clean means making a conscious effort to process and release old hurts, grudges, or insecurities before entering new interactions. It involves self-reflection, emotional healing, and sometimes difficult but necessary conversations with yourself or others. When you show up with clarity, openness, and positivity, you create a space where genuine connection can happen. Your clean energy acts like a refreshing breeze, inviting, calm, and uplifting. This kind of presence fosters trust, encourages vulnerability, and makes others feel safe and valued in your company. Number 20. Love yourself first. The most powerful and magnetic presence a person can have starts with self-love. Loving yourself first means embracing who you are, flaws and all, and recognizing your inherent worth without needing validation from anyone else. This isn't about arrogance or narcissism. It's about cultivating a deep sense of acceptance and compassion for yourself. When you love yourself, you set healthy boundaries, prioritize your own well-being, and make choices that support your growth and happiness. This inner security radiates outward, creating a natural confidence that draws others in effortlessly. People can sense when someone's worth is grounded internally, rather than dependent on external approval or attention. Loving yourself first also means understanding that your value isn't tied to achievements, appearance, or the approval of others. It's about being whole and complete on your own. When you embody this self-love, you show up authentically and fully in your relationships, attracting connections based on respect, honesty, and genuine appreciation. Ultimately, self-love is the foundation for all healthy relationships. It empowers you to give love freely and receive it without fear. Thanks so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. For more advice inspired by top relationship experts like Dr. Laura Berman, share your thoughts or questions in the comments. I love hearing from you. Remember, the most powerful connection comes from being your best, most authentic self. Until next time, take care and keep growing.